Welcome to Reddit Reader. What is your thank God it was just a dream moment? I recently had a dream that my dog died. My sister came to me and just told me. I had no recollection of him dying, and in that moment she told me, I had to do my best to hold back tears. I was so confused during the dream because the news just blindsided me. The next morning I woke up and saw him sitting in his little bed. It was quite the scare. My dream started with me waking up from a coma and discovering that I had been in a coma for 8 years. My parents were dead, my brother was dead, my friends weren't there anymore. I was all alone realizing that I have nobody in my life, that the best years of my life have been wasted. This dream was very different from my other dreams as this dream felt very, very real and realistic. Usually I can control my dreams, but I was powerless in this one. The feeling of panic, hopelessness, and sadness was so strong that I killed myself, and that is when I woke up. I fell off a cliff and died. For some reason, I didn't wake up. My dream even had a small funeral service scene for me. Had one just this morning. In the dream, I discovered my husband f***ing my mom. I've had that dream a few times before, and it didn't make any sense to me. It would never happen in real life, but I realized that it usually occurred after days where I thought about her too much and remembered ways she used to purposely try and ruin my friendships and other relationships. I guess my husband f***ing my mom is just the most extreme version of that my scumbag dreaming brain can come up with. That motherfucker! That I was pregnant. I'm a guy, but it felt so realistic. I had a dream once fairly recently that I was at my aunt's house and all my family was there. I kept saying, we need to wait for X, my husband, and everyone kept giving me weird looks until they finally sat me down and said X doesn't exist. He never existed. You're still with abusive X. I've never been more happy to wake up from a nightmare, and I often have night terrors involving the traumas I've already been through. Basically any time that I experience sleep paralysis. Happens to me a lot. Try focusing on wiggling your toes as soon as possible. Seems to help me the most. If I realize it's happening soon enough, wiggling my toes can get me out of the experience before the creepy lady comes out. Just this morning, I dreamt that I cut my hair after growing it for over 10 years. So in real life, my kittens have ringworm, and we put them in quarantine, but it already passed to my dog, my sister, and my mom. For now, me and my dad are safe. In my dream, however, I thought I was safe until I turned my head and saw a huge mushroom growing on my shoulder. Ringworm is a fungus. My parents told me not to cut it off, but I accidentally brushed it off and it fell into the sink. But it morphed into a weird heart-looking thing and it started beating like one. Then I woke up, and I'm still pretty sure I'm ringworm-free. For the past 3 weeks, I've been having these nightmares where I am back in school, all alone, unable to find my classes, failing my classes, missing the bus, and my bullies being much worse. I was bullied a lot when I was in school. I have sworn that I would never go to a brick-and-mortar school again after I graduated high school. One morning, I woke up, worried that I forgot my science homework. 5 minutes later, I realized I don't go to school anymore. That was a relief. I dreamed that I had a class in college that I had forgotten that I signed up for and missed like half the class before I remembered. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and subscribe so you do not miss our next upload.